All right. Chips.
All right. This one will be fun. Okay.
All right. Ready.
Here we go. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, click. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap. Welcome, everybody, to the bonus disc.
What up?
First day of summer for the girls.
Oh, wow.
Just finished recording Batman, which was super fun.
Yep. Jack
So
graduates high school tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
We've got, and also, this doesn't matter. I was going to say, don't forget, it's the 5th annual virtual race tomorrow, but that'll be long gone by the time this releases.
Right.
Yeah.
But hopefully
y'all did it.
Enjoyed it.
Yep. Would this be a fun app to listen to while you're running? This one we're about to do.
Probably.
I mean,
I think so.
I think it's going to be a ton of fun. This is, of course, Perfect Cracker 2: Perfect Chip. Our sequel to Perfect Cracker. Now I have two things I want to just show you that I have next to me. Not my chips yet, because we both have both of our chips, but I have some other things that I'll be snacking on.
You have something to eat? Oh man. Our
perfect cracker.
Nice. Hold on. I'm going to ask Lily to bring me some of those. Hold on.
The Triscuit. Now, we've had two of these food type episodes like this. One was Perfect Cracker.
Yep.
This is the direct sequel to Perfect Cracker, but we also had Reese's Rumble, remember? I'm wondering if you have seen this.
Whoa, that looks weird. What?
This is a new thing found in your freezer section called Reese's Frozen Fruit.
Okay.
I have the strawberries here. They also have bananas, which make a lot more sense, I think, the bananas. So it's with the banana, it's a slice of banana frozen, surrounded by Reese's peanut butter.
Yep.
Surrounded by chocolate.
Wow.
And then this that I'm eating right now is
Tell me that they have a banana version.
What's that?
Tell me that they have a banana version.
Yeah, I just said that.
In banana.
Yep.
Oh,
that's what I was just saying.
Strawberry.
No, I was talking about banana just now, but this is the strawberry.
Oh.
It's really good.
Oh man. So it's in the freezer section?
Yep. Strawberries and bananas. Strawberries and bananas.
I like to oot. Oh, here comes Lily. Lily! First day of summer. Ooh.
Any flavor or just plain? Oh, you got a Ridge. I'm eating my latest favorite flavor of the Triscuit.
Oh, rosemary olive oil. Okay.
It's really good.
Okay, I have my two chips here, but I can't open them till later. And you're making me hungry, so if you get some ASMR here.
Those pretzels are making me thirsty.
Beware,
everyone. Now this is... Oh no, he turned up the gain. Uh-oh, he got me giggling.
Don't choke, dude.
There obviously will be a point during this episode where I will stop thinking that's funny and start getting mad. Not because I have misophonia, just because usually I'm trying to say something while he does this. That Triscuit is so good. So,
it's a Perfect Cracker.
Previously on Perfect Cracker,
my dad
was chosen.
Yep. Whenever my dad's eating Triscuits, he always texts me a picture of it. I love it.
That's just exactly the kind of thing Anthony loves.
I love that. If anybody ever is eating a Triscuit, text me.
I mean, you're very much like we've talked about this before, I'm going to text you a picture of it guy, right?
Oh yeah.
You like on the giving and receiving end.
Yep, I love it. And you know, sometimes you'll get that like, yeah, so like, why are you texting me that? And be like, remember we talked about that one time?
I'd say that's how I feel about 50% of pictures you send me.
But I have people that just send me pictures of things, and that's our entire relationship practically.
Okay, yeah.
So
that's what buoys the relationship into the future.
Yep.
Past, present, and future, just pictures of things.
I'll humble brag, dude. Christian Stanfill, whenever a new cereal comes out, he takes a picture of it and sends it to me.
Wow, interesting. A cereal.
Because we talked cereal a bunch of times,
Okay.
and I'm like, yes, and then that's it for
Okay.
like 6 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
What's
are
the
you
latest?
okay?
Oh, you just sent me a picture of that new Mustang yesterday. You
Yep.
saw it on the road
Yeah.
because we had talked
And
about it recently.
because the new Mustang, and now super no offense if somebody owns one, because
Oh,
it's
we already ripped
probably
on it on the
so
podcast.
nice.
Yeah, we already
Right,
did
but
this. Yeah.
it's not a Mustang, dude.
Nope. We
You
agree.
know, okay, let me think about it for a second. Hold on. Do you mind if I crack a non-alcoholic beer?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
I
Hey,
mean,
how's it going?
alcohol or no alcohol, I don't give a rip. You can
Oh
do
no,
it.
but
Do what you
we
want.
d-
Live
we
your life.
we
First day
don't
of
usually
summer.
drink on the podcast, but it's first day of summer and we're having some chips and crackers and stuff. And so I thought I just finished my La Croix.
Mm.
Oh, you need something.
I mean, it was a great idea for you to have some sort of liquid in the room. I
Dang
have
it.
what I have here is Triscuits and chips galore, salty, and no
Dude,
nothing to
go
drink, not a
grab a
drop to
soda or
drink.
something and I can talk
Just
to the
vamp. I'm gonna
podcast
go get
for
a drink of water.
totally. Okay, so what were we just talking about? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the Mustang, maybe they're going with like some of the more luxury cars, like the Lamborghinis and even the Porsches and stuff like that, are having bigger like crossover type things. Oh, here comes Steven.
I have to close the door.
Um,
There we go.
I was just saying, I wonder if the new Mustang is akin to some of the luxury brands like Lamborghini and Porsche,
Mm.
how they kind of have crossovers in SUVs.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the Mustang as we know it is not gone, right? There's just
Right.
this is a different kind of Mustang that is because you're on the Truman Show. You are now
Right.
seeing because we talked about it on the podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, oh, I didn't text you a picture, but Aaron texted me a picture
Uh-huh.
of the girls by a Cybertruck.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure that
And
just forward it to me.
okay, I'll forward you here. I'll find that one right now and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
And then, oh, Aaron says that Lily needs to call her.
He's gonna he's gonna be texting this right now, everybody. Maybe I can talk about some chips while you do that.
Oh no, it's all I just texted her. Yeah, here it is. I'll send this to you.
Okay, great.
And then did I text you the picture of the girls with a Rivian?
No, not
Okay.
interested. I don't like the Rivian.
I know, but we had been talking about it.
Yeah, that's true. We had been
Like,
talking
so
about it. That's true enough.
that's what it is. We were talking about a Rivian. It's like, hey, I saw a Rivian. Here's a picture of it. And it's like, oh,
I know you don't like this, but here's a picture of it. That's also very true. I've heard also that that Rivians are like bad, like they break.
what?
They're not good off-road vehicles.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that stinks. Why does everybody in Bend, Oregon have one then?
trendy, man. They're gonna pay for it. I
Well,
actually
that
don't know. Don't. This is
stinks.
all alleged. I don't know if this is true, but it's what
Okay.
I've heard.
Okay.
Friend of a
And I
friend.
know you don't like the headlights. I've gotten used to them and even like them.
Hmm.
I will say a Cybertruck was right behind us at night,
Okay.
and it like the lights, like the big huge strip of LED looks kind of like a frowny face.
Oh, interesting.
Like it
That
didn't
makes me like it even less.
I know it didn't look that cool at
Oh, I
night.
think the whole thing looks stupid.
Right. But especially, I was like, well, maybe at
The
night when
fact
it's
that it
just the
frowns.
LEDs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looked like, because it was like a frowny face and then two dots. So it kind of looked like Strong Sad was following you.
Oh, well, I mean, that's kind of nice.
Like, I mean, I
Sorry,
guess that's
Elon,
actually,
I'm not interested.
yeah, that's kind of cool.
Okay, let's talk about chips.
All right.
What's a chip?
That's super interesting. Okay, so I've got my notes here.
The only reason I asked this is because I knew Anthony probably had thought about what a chip is and maybe written something down.
Oh, actually, we should, because we looked it up, the definition of a cracker, didn't we?
I think finding the definition of chip might be even harder. Let me see.
That's a good idea. Because
Chip definition.
yep. So I was walking the snack aisle
Mm.
at Publix.
Mm-hmm.
Now I wasn't able to get my top 3 favorite chip, but I was able to
Oh,
get a couple others.
okay. Gotcha.
Because my favorite one wasn't there, and
And is
it
that
was
because
probably
it's a rare chip?
it's more
Like,
rare. Yeah,
okay, all
it
right.
wasn't there.
I was wondering about this. My three top chips are very pedestrian. You can find my top three chips in any store, in any gas station, in fact, which is where I found them.
See,
All
I
three.
should have gone to a gas station for because my favorite I discovered on a road trip,
Oh, and maybe
and
you've
you could,
talked about it before.
I bet you could get one pretty easily, but it wasn't at Publix, and then it was
Okay.
like, ah, shoot,
Okay. I have a definition here if you're interested.
great.
Now, this is North American because, as we all know, chips
Mm.
in foggy London town,
Mm-hmm.
those are French fries.
Yep. So they're chips of a potato,
Yep.
but if it's a chip, it's a crisp,
That's
right?
right. Oh, those Brits, they have a word for everything. All right.
We should have, maybe we should put in parentheses, perfect chip,
North
parentheses,
American.
North American version, crisps, UK edition or something, you know?
Yeah, rolls right off the tongue. Here's what it says. Chip, North American, a thin slice of food,
Mhm.
typically potato.
Thin slice of food.
Now, I don't know if typically potato even, I don't know if I agree with you. Oxford Dictionary.
Huh.
Made crisp by being fried, baked, or dried and eaten as a snack.
Fried, baked,
Or dried.
or dried. Interesting. Okay.
Now, so that the reason I like a definition is because it narrows things down. This one feels like it just blew things up for me because if it's typically potato, could a dried banana be, a dried banana slice? What are those called?
Those are top chip for me, dude. I
Is
didn't
that a
include
chip?
them because I was thinking of chip as salty.
Okay.
I like apple crisps. I love dried apple.
I don't
I mean,
mind locking saltiness in as one of the things that we're going to be
okay,
talking about here, that we're not
that's
going
a
to
good
talk
lock.
about the dried fruit chip thing.
Yep.
Um, I also decided not to go for a mix.
Yep. No mixes.
So I thought that was cheating. And so we disagree on Gardettos, I think. I love a Gardettos. I don't think you do.
I don't love Gardettos. I like homemade Chex Mix. Like I adore homemade Chex Mix.
I took Chex Mix out of the running too because I just think it's even though there may be a chip sometimes in those mixes,
Yep.
there's too much other stuff in it, and also I think it gives a false advantage or an unfair advantage, I should say, even though I did pick Honey Bunches of Oats as my favorite cereal,
Oh right. Ooh,
and that's a
that's still
mix.
good.
But that's different than when you're trying to pick a perfect chip.
Yep.
Mixes were out for me.
Perfect.
I had a question, but part of some of these questions I feel like might be getting into what the actual choices are.
Okay. Well, as I was walking down the aisle,
Yep.
um, I just wrote in all caps, pretzels are not chips.
Okay, pretzels were out for me too. No
Uh,
pretzel on my list.
even though Snack Factory makes one of our favorite chips, right? But then you were kind of talking about like that was a cracker, the pretzel chip. You talked about
I
as a cracker,
I
remember?
put the pretzel, but that's because it wasn't the normal form that the pretzel you usually think of is. It was a pretzel that had been created into a cracker. Now,
Right.
maybe it was a
But it's
chip.
called a chip.
Yeah. Um,
Pretzel chips and hummus. That's Isla's lunch for 5 years in a row every day.
I love,
That's
love those pretzel chips, but they're not.
mm.
They're not in the running.
They're a thin slice of food, typically potato,
Shoot,
made crisp by being
all
fried,
these
baked,
things are
or
true.
dried.
Okay, all right. Maybe a Do you have that as one of your top
I
three?
don't. I
Okay,
actually
me
don't.
neither. Because I decided when I was in the aisle, just like you, we're probably. I wonder if it was a very similar thing where we're in the aisle just looking at things like, which one of these is a chip?
Totally. And I was laughing too. So I talked to 3 different people while I was in that aisle. Just like the
I talked
Reese's.
to the gas station guy
You did?
about chips,
Nice.
100%.
So the guy was stocking the
Uh-huh.
chips at Publix when I was there,
Wow,
and I'm like
lucky.
looking at all this different stuff. I've got my phone out, and he just came over to me. He's like, "Hey, are you not finding what you're looking for?" And I was like, "Oh, no, no, this is great." I was like, "I'm just doing some research for a podcast." And he's like, "Oh, that sounds great." He's like, "These are my favorite kind of chips, and these are,
Was it Dr. Knutson you were
Dr.
talking to?
No, he didn't sound like that in the least. Oh, he didn't sound like that at all.
I
But
like it though. I have Dr. Knutson stocking the chip aisle on my mind.
yeah.
So there was another bag I was just staring at. So by the way, we already did an episode on another pretzel, which was the what are those called? The
Snyder cut.
the Snyder cut. Remember that whole episode?
Yeah.
So that you look at that bag, you're like, that's not happening. That's not in the running for perfect chip. But there
Mm-hmm.
was another bag that I was looking at, and I was like,
Mm.
is that a chip?
Oh, okay. Because actually, one of my tops, I'm actually wondering if it's a chip.
Okay, so I wonder if it's this thing. And I decided not to because of this thin slice of food issue.
Shoot, you're.
Now,
Oh
if you did choose this,
no.
I'm going to be so happy because I
Okay.
want it in our top. And the way we did the crackers app was we both presented our top three in no particular order.
Mm-hmm.
Then we both chose our top, and then we both chose from those tops the top.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so if you have it, I'll be happy. But
Okay.
it is not flat.
I bet you anything it's the same thing. Is it any sort of rod
It's kind
or
of a
like
rod.
crinkly rod,
It's a crinkly rod
rumpled
with
rod?
a big cat as its spokesperson. And I
Oh
gotta
man.
tell you,
Okay.
I stood there at the gas station chip aisle just staring this thing
Yeah.
down. Is that a chip?
Is thin slice of food. Dang, dude.
So we know
It's
what we're talking about. We're talking about the Cheeto.
ah, yes. We're talking about Cheetos. This is really interesting, dude. I didn't even think of it not being a chip
Okay.
until I was in the aisle and I was like, but it's sort of like a British chip,
They
right?
also have those Cheetos like uh that are like the fry. You know what I mean? Like the
Yup.
they're kind of the fry shape.
Mm-hmm.
Um okay. So I guess we just spoiled your first one.
Dang it. All right, let me
Let's talk about
yeah,
then let's can we talk about Cheetos then? Should we
yeah,
just
okay,
jump
let's
into it?
talk about it. Okay,
Okay, let's
hold
talk
on, I've
about
got my
Cheetos.
Publix bag.
I'm
Here
gonna
we
start
go.
eating these Cheetos and I'm not gonna be able to eat
Oh,
them and I'm gonna be so
get ready.
jealous. Wait,
Here we
hold
go.
on. Before you reveal, I'm not gonna look.
Oh, you
Before
saw
you
it. It's
reveal, I
okay.
didn't. Is it a certain flavor of Cheeto?
Yes.
What if it's the
And
same one I was looking at and I
I'm
actually had it in my hand? Okay, let me see what it
okay,
is.
you turned me on to
Okay,
this.
then this is it. I haven't been this happy in days.
You turned me on to this, and I am
Jalapeno
easily.
cheddar.
It's a jalapeno cheddar Cheeto.
Mm.
I am easily swayed. Like I like things because other people like them. I figured that out about myself.
This is the least surprising news you've ever revealed on the podcast.
I like things because other people like them, and I'm like, this always makes me think of Steven.
The stupidest thing this is the happiest I've been in days. The stupidest thing I've done in days is just not buying that anyway, even though it wasn't my top three. Why didn't I had it in my hand? Why didn't I buy it?
I mean, it's perfect. It's got a little bit of heat.
Mm-hmm.
Chester Cheetah.
It is not
I
hot. It is not this like what's it called? Flaming hot. That's
Nope.
not what we're
It's
talking about, folks.
right. No, these are better than Flamin' Hot. Way better.
Oh, infinitely better.
Mm-hmm. These are way
Flamin'
better.
hot suck.
Yep. Those don't slap.
Hot take. Hot take. Those don't slap.
Those. But these, I remember one day you were like, "Oh, my favorite is cheddar jalapeno," and I got them, and I was like, "Are pretty good." And then I kept eating them, and I was like, "Whoa, these are addictive."
Well, and that's the beauty of a Cheeto is that they taste better and better the more you eat. Not every food is like this, folks.
Mm-hmm.
But jalapeno cheddar Cheetos increase pleasure wise. Hey, I'm making a point here.
Sorry.
Increasing their pleasure. Every single one you eat now. Have you ever eaten a bag of jalapeno cheddar Cheetos with chopsticks?
What? No, that sounds fun.
That bag that you have right now, when all's said and done, when this
I'm gonna stand
episode is
back from the
done,
mic.
you guys are doing something, you're watching something tonight, pour a bowl of those and have some chopsticks in your hand. It completely takes care of the dust on the fingers issue.
Yep.
This is especially good if you're playing video games while eating Cheetos.
That is funny. I like that.
You just eat one at a time. And also then you're not cramming them in. You're doing one at a time and enjoying every single bite.
Yeah. Every little morsel.
Little
Dude, I
hack.
love that. I feel like I've seen somebody do that before. I just think chopsticks are like, well, just the vessel that you eat out of. We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
But chopsticks make something feel more special.
You're going to love doing this, bro. And
Oh,
will your
I'm
girls.
gonna love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love eating long pasta with chopsticks.
I don't think I've ever done that. That sounds great.
Like, I mean, more kind of like Asian, like sesame noodles or like lo mein.
Yep.
But I mean, that with a chopstick is like, oh, baby.
Can I tell you what really got me nervous about choosing the Cheeto is that we did a survey and nobody said Cheetos.
Yeah.
And
I just
was
went
thinking,
with it, dude. I'm sorry.
No, and I think I shouldn't have doubted myself. I was just like, there's no way people don't love Cheetos. Why isn't this making the list? Oh, it might be because people aren't considering it a chip.
Yep.
But I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, I consider it a chip, and I think it should be in the top 6.
Okay.
My question also is, will there be a top 6 or will we have some?
Well, since you didn't include this, well, I bet we'll have 6.
Okay.
And I mean, those are so good, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't had those in a long time.
Okay.
I was gonna say the girls, they love the puffs.
Yeah, so that's the other thing about Cheetos is you've got puff versus what are those called? Crunchy?
Crunchy. Yep.
Okay, my issue with the puff is it sticks to the roof of my mouth. Sticks to my teeth.
I know, but in a good way.
Well, okay. You're right. It is
but in a good way though.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Dude,
go ahead.
Just puffs, they disappear.
Where do they go? It's magic.
I don't know. And we get the big tall thing of the circles.
Yeah, the balls, cheese balls.
Cheese ball. I mean, cheese balls might be one of the most addictive things on the planet.
The big
I don't know if they have the chemicals in it from the Joker.
Right. I hope nobody falls in a vat of those. Who knows what kind of super villain you'll become. Yeah. Now, when you're talking about cheese balls and the puffs, I just don't know if I'd call those chips.
No, you're right.
The crunchy ones is something different. It's more crisp. Okay.
You're right.
It belongs there. Let me do my first choice. This did show up several times. 3 people chose this one. And it's probably the plainest of all of the ones that I've chosen, but I love it. And it's just the Ruffle.
Okay.
I love an original Ruffle. Now this, if any of my chips is going to kind of eke into cracker territory, it would be this one only because of what we talked about in the Perfect Cracker app, which was about how it's a vessel.
Right.
So with the Ruffles, I'm opening right now.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, my room just got filled with potato chip salt
Yum.
smell
Oh.
goodness. People put Lay's plain. Mackenzie did.
Yep.
She said so crispy and salty and just perfect. Can dip or not dip. I think a Lay's plain is too thin to dip.
Yeah. I agree about the dip with Lay's Plain. Lay's Plain, you just eat a bag of them.
Mm-hmm.
They disappear. They're fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's I think that's Aaron's family's favorite chip because those are always there.
Okay.
And so we always think of grandma and grandpa with Lay's Plain.
Got it.
They're
Yep.
fantastic.
Now that's interesting that you say that because I think that the ruffle, the plain ruffle, is often at my mom's house.
Yep. I
And
don't see Ruffles. Okay.
we will dip the dip that she makes is like an onion soup and a sour cream.
Oh,
Like dried
yum.
onion soup and a sour cream, and you dip these in.
Yep.
I like these with queso.
Oh, wow.
I like these with guac even. Now I know those are
Mm.
traditionally something you dip a tortilla chip into, right?
Right.
You got to try it with the ruffles. This is plain, original, I should say. It's not plain.
Right.
Far from plain.
Right. It's salty. I mean, that's what a chip does. That's what a chip is there for. It's give you some of that crunchy salt.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want, you know? I mean, think about after a run, it's fun
Mm-hmm.
to have like a chip or something like that with some chocolate milk,
Oh,
you know?
yeah. If you can get a sweet drink.
Yeah, get some of those electrolytes from that from that chip, just a little bit, and then some
Mhm.
chocolate milk.
Now, I
Yum.
would also say all three of my chips that I chose are good for this, but maybe this is the best, which is to put this on a sandwich. On a sandwich.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Put that on your sub sandwich. I mean, for me, for sandwiches, these are in my honorable mentions, but I love a salt and vinegar
Mm,
or a barbecue.
okay. And are you
And
talking about putting them inside the sandwich or
yeah,
alongside?
so Jimmy John's.
And
Like
my
that's
big idea when I worked at Herbert and Gerbert's was to have a bin of chips.
duh, that's why not like why not is because then people won't buy the add-on of the chip.
That's probably
That's
right.
why.
But don't you think
That's a
people would be
fantastic
out
idea.
the door lined up?
Yes. That's a fantastic if one of the ingredients add-ons for a sandwich was chips, yes.
And I would say you'd either go, just to be safe, with probably you'd go for the Lay's plain there.
Lay's plain,
Because
yeah.
I
Ruffles a
think the
little too
ruffle
thick.
is it can cut your mouth if you're not careful. Sometimes a
Yeah.
chip can cut your mouth.
Yeah, not as bad as cereal.
Well,
Actually, it
unless
can
you
be
get it at
as.
the wrong angle. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah,
if you get that like some sort of sharp
yeah. Oh yeah,
right into
totally.
the roof of your mouth and you bite down hard and you're not expecting it, you can draw blood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've swallowed a chip sideways before.
Oh,
I felt it go down. I was like, "Is it gonna slice my esophagus?"
you got to be careful, folks. It is quite the ruffle is quite a bit thicker, and because of the shape, they have ridges. That's
Yeah,
what they
Ruffles
say.
have ridges.
That it just stays its shape, and so if you
Yep.
swallow that thing without chewing properly, it's slicing all the way down.
So my girls love. Is there like cheddar or sour cream? Is there cheddar and sour cream? Is that a flavor? What's that?
Cheddar sour cream is the
Yeah, that
Ruffles flavor.
they love that, and they love sour cream and onion.
Mm.
But they prefer the cheddar sour cream. I did not get those.
Those are
because
so good.
apparently I only bought things for myself. Total jerkweed.
What are you talking about? That's what this episode is.
Oh yeah, a couple other things my kids like, dude.
Yeah.
They love Sun Chips.
Jessica's favorite chip is a Sun chip. I did not get that, but if I was well, you just said, right? I did
If you
not
were
buy any
thinking of
Sun
others,
chips. If I was thinking of others, then I would have bought her Sun chips. She likes the
yep.
harvest cheddar. Is that what it's
Harvest
called?
partner to harvest cheddar.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Yeah.
that's good. That's a good
That is
chip.
good. Yeah, I usually get that on a Delta flight. They say like almonds, chips, or cookies, and then I'm always like cookie.
But then I'm like, if they say 2, then I'm like, sun chip and cookie.
Oh, well, the hack is just say, "Can I have all 3?" And they're like, "Sure."
What? You just blew somebody's mind, dude.
I always say,
You
"Can I
do.
have all
You
3?"
say, can I have all 3? And can I have the whole can too?
Oh, when I always get this is I'm past the finest ginger ale.
Yep.
Well, I'm not. If my tummy is troubled, I will still get their finest ginger ale. But what I
Yeah.
love is a seltzer and cranberry juice.
Yeah, that's what I get, dude.
And I ask for both cans.
Wow. And then an express pass to the bathroom, so you have to whiz so much.
Yeah, you're right. I will definitely ask for that if I'm on the aisle.
Yeah.
If I'm window or middle, I'm thinking twice.
Yeah. Just the little can.
So what happens is I've just got my tray full of food and drink.
2 cans, 3 snacks.
There's only been one time when the flight attendant has said no to me, and it was very embarrassing.
No, you glutton.
Mostly they just shrug, like, I guess.
Well,
What do we
dude, so
care?
when I got in trouble on our flight back from Los Angeles
Mm-hmm.
because the tray was, you know how like they'll always have two trays and they're like 4 seats away from each other, and they're so like the person serving the person behind me,
Yeah. Yep.
and then and they do like every other or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the lady was right behind me, and there were just a stack of those Biscoff cookies,
Yeah.
which are
Perfect,
the best.
perfect cookie episode coming soon.
There we go. Perfect cracker, perfect cookie.
It'd have to be perfect cracker 2. Oh, wait. Perfect cracker 3, perfect chip 2, perfect cookie. And Biscoff will be on there for sure. I mean, somewhere.
Oh. Also, that cookie, spreadable cookie butter, dude.
Oh, yum.
Oh, you can get that at Trader Joe's. It's Biscoff. Is that
peanut butter?
It's Biscoff peanut.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's good. Yep.
You can get those cakes too at Publix. Cookie butter cakes.
Oh, yummy.
Wow. Okay. So, anyways, she's right behind me, and there's a stack, and I just go like, if you're watching on video, I was like, and I'm just gonna grab, and she slapped my hand, dude. She goes like, she's like, don't take my. She said, don't touch my cookies, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, I have these 2 little girls at home, and they love these, and I was just gonna grab them a couple extra. I'm sorry. And she was like, yeah, right. And then I just real quick on my phone booted up a picture. And she's like, oh, they're so cute. And then she came back later with I think it was 8 packages of cookies.
Work. See,
said,
I mean, these are all the airplane life hacks we're giving y'all right now.
Yeah, that's it.
We gotta do that sometimes.
Yep. Other ones that they like real quick. The last one, this is so hot these days, and it is a chip because it's wrapped up, is a Taki.
Jack's favorite chip, Taki.
And that is a chip.
And I don't like it. Too hot.
Yep. Too hot.
This is a young man's game, these Takis.
Well, just wait till you get to my chip.
Oh, wow. I don't like it. The spice tastes artificial. Same with Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Cheetos. I like spice.
The spice is artificial. That's what I don't like about Takis. Super sorry, dudes.
A little bit chemically
You're right.
to me. Sorry, Taki. Yep. And sorry to all
it's
children
the Joker
everywhere.
chemicals.
Yep.
You'll be laughing all the way to the bank and the bathroom with with blue fingers.
That's true. Depending on which ones you get, it could be blue, could be purple fingers, red. Okay, let's see your second one.
Okay, second one. I'm gonna get in trouble because I kind of this isn't actually it, but I'm just gonna go with this.
Wow, speaking of flaming hot,
I know I got these on a whim.
Interesting.
Okay, so it's Doritos.
Doritos. So is what you're saying here Doritos?
Yes. Okay. So what I grabbed these because they were a little bit unique, and now we've been talking about Flamin' Hot, and you're totally right. But let me try one though.
Okay.
So what I wrote,
I just love Doritos, man. I vacillate. I'd say probably 80% of the time nacho, 20% of the time Cool Ranch.
Interesting. Well, then I might as well reveal my second one since you're going to be eating
boy.
your Doritos.
Okay. Cool Ranch.
It's Cool Ranch all the way for me. I love nacho cheese Doritos, especially like at a graduation party, a Super Bowl party.
Yep.
But if there's a bowl of nacho cheese, wow, that's red.
That is red.
Flaming hot that he's showing me is red.
Oh, that's good.
If there's a bowl and there's Cool Ranch next to nacho cheese, I'm going Cool Ranch.
Okay. That's a good way to tell. Like when you can have there's no like thing, you know, there's no price differential, there's no I can only have one or the other. He's eating his Cool Ranch. Let's see what he says.
It is making me dizzy how good this tastes.
These sting your mouth with flavor.
Wow. Now these are a Dorito is a tortilla chip, flour. So even though it said typically potato on this definition,
right?
This is not a potato chip. This is a flour chip, the Dorito. You can tell the difference. I could at least between my Ruffle and this. It's a different ingredient.
Oh yeah.
It's good, you guys. Doritos Pepsi. I like a Pepsi with Doritos because they're the same company, I think.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're like chemically match for that perfect
they pair well.
Point. Yeah, I mean, I should have just gotten the nacho cheese, but I was feeling like I wanted to be a little different.
Okay. But I went for as standard as I usually go. I had to pick the ones that are always go-tos for me when I get into the chip aisle. And Cool Ranch is just high on the list. Now, lots of people did say Doritos. Salsa Verde Doritos. Have you ever had those? They're in the purple bag.
So I have not. Kevin sent that to us. And those look so good.
Kaz's favorite chip. Whenever Kaz has a party, he has a bunch of salsa verde
Doritos. Salsa Verde Doritos. Oh wait, no, Kevin sent us taco flavored Doritos.
Gene and Kevin both said taco flavor.
Right.
Doritos. Lindsay said Doritos, but she doesn't think they're perfect because you get it all over your fingers.
I know, I'm licking my fingers right now. Finger looking good.
Meredith said Cool Ranch. Thank you, Meredith.
You know
because these are the best.
Yeah, I wish I had some of those right now, although I am loving these. These with like a little sour cream would be amazing. Idea. Like a flamin' hot nacho cheese Dorito with a little bowl of like just sour cream. You don't even need to doctor it.
Have you ever dipped a Dorito like into salsa and stuff like that? It's good.
Yeah, see, I don't mix that stuff, man. When you said that Ruffle thing, I was like, that's pervoice.
To dip a Ruffle?
A Ruffle in a Ruffle in like salsa or like queso. I thought that was weird.
Interesting.
No offense.
Okay. You should try it. It's really good.
I'm sure.
I mean, I don't think the Cool Ranch needs anything. My issue, dude, is I just don't like the flamin' hot. I don't like the flavor.
Man, this is not artificial Taki taste. This is my mouth is on fire. There's no doubt.
Okay.
But wow, I really, really liked that.
Well, Doritos are popping for us, folks. We like Doritos.
If you like Doritos, you totally are. You should go get some right now, and then text.
One other thing about Doritos, I forgot. That triangle, baby.
The triangle's perfect.
It's a triangle chip. That was a good.
Let's talk about
idea,
Dorito. One of the best inventions of the last 20 years is the Dorito shell at Taco Bell.
Of course, especially when they had Cool Ranch flavor. Remember that?
Dude, Cool Ranch Doritos Locos tacos at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
In that little, they knew that your hands were going to get covered in dust, so they put it in that perfect little cardboard sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking genius. Bring me back to Taco Bell.
I mean, Pertner to RIP, dude. Speaking of that, no more Cool Ranch Dorito shell. We salute you.
Yep.
I feel like seeing it on a tombstone and crying like Matt Damon at the end of what is that? What's the movie called? I can't think of it. The joke was so good, I can't think of the movie.
Dang it. What? Martian?
No, not A Few Good Men. The one,
Matt
the World
Damon?
War II one.
Oh, Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, Private Ryan himself crying in front of that tombstone. That's me, but it has a picture of the Cool Ranch Doritos Taco Bell shell.
I just think that was some stroke of genius. What if we made a taco shell? Actually, excuse me, sorry. I wonder if they have those at. I know they have the ones at Publix.
You can just buy them and make your own.
Mm-hmm.
If you do find it, let me know. I certainly haven't seen them, and I've looked, even in the grocery store.
Wow.
Have you had the spicy potato soft taco at Taco Bell?
Nope.
Incredible.
Really?
It's on the cheap menu. It's vegetarian.
Ooh, healthy.
Zero tummy troubles.
Really?
It is really, really good. Spicy potato soft taco.
Okay. Yum.
It's good.
I like their beefy, cheesy melt burrito with the Fritos in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
speaking of chips on a... I mean, Taco Bell, honestly.
Taco Bell is the sleeper, dude. It's so good. It's like, we all make fun of it because of the grade D meat and stuff. And it's the butt of so many jokes, but Taco Bell is good and yummy.
Noah and I went to a concert. We drove all the way to Phoenix. There's a lot of places we could have went to eat.
Mm-hmm.
We drove by Taco Bell.
Yeah. Scratch the record.
Yep. Like, did a donut in the middle of the highway so we could go to Taco Bell. Right. We spent $40.
Holy smokes. That's like a family feast. Oh my gosh.
It certainly was. Now, everything is more expensive, of course. You can spend that much wherever you go, but $40 felt a little steep.
That's steep.
That's when he was like, you got to try this spicy potato soft taco. Ooh. And I was in heaven, converted.
Wow. See, I'm telling you, dude, along the lines of when people tell you that something's good, when somebody I love tells me they like something, I usually am like, oh, I'm going to like that.
Yeah.
So like if Noah, like if my Lily or Isla, similar thing, we're like, hey, try this.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't even care if I don't like it. I'm going to like it because
you're not going to say no to that. This is the experience of trying this together.
100%. Here, let me drop in a couple of health halos here.
Okay. Before we get to our final picks.
Yeah, before we get to our final picks. And by the way, Fritos, total honorable mention. Is a Frito like a chip?
I would say a Frito actually fits the definition better than a Cheeto. So if we're calling a Cheeto a chip, we got to call Frito a chip.
You're right. Frito pie rules. I love Fritos in chili. I love Fritos in that burrito.
Fritos are a great garnish.
Fritos are
Yeah.
Great garnish. Okay, health halo. Veggie straws.
Nothing healthy
veggie
about
chips.
Veggie straws
right,
you're like good.
But they've got this like matte finish bag. It's vegetables on it.
Yep. Veggie straws is just
by the way, I love veggie straws and veggie chips.
Sure.
But I mean, I kind of want to be like, come on, it's processed flour, probably.
Right.
So it's yummy, but
And then there's like anything chickpea, anything cauliflower.
Mm-hmm. It's still
Can your
almost
body?
certainly deep fried, unless they're baked. I would say a
Yeah,
baked
that's
versus a
true.
fried is a much more accurate way to tell, is this chip going to be healthier or not, but not ingredients necessarily. It's the preparation.
Yeah. I just think there's a health halo on those.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a chip. Now, it's probably way healthier. I'm sure it is. But can your body tell the difference between 150 calories of fried that stuff versus fried that stuff?
I think once
You know?
you put that fried element in it, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter
Okay.
because it's mostly taken on
Right.
all of the properties of oil.
Okay.
And so you're just eating oil.
Right, which is why it's good.
Of course.
But I guess
I can't stop eating these Doritos.
I know. Dehydrated though, or dehydrated or baked, probably the best way to go.
Yep.
Hey, let me drop in my one that I couldn't find.
Okay.
Before I give my number one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dude. There's this brand. It's called Paqui.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
Is it Japanese?
No, Paqui.
Oh, I was thinking about those Pocky sticks. You know those?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love those.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, I just sent it to you. So it's Paqui, and I always get these at a gas station on a road trip. And they're
I've never seen these before.
the haunted ghost pepper.
Uh-huh.
And legitimately spicy.
Okay. Not
Like
even like fake spicy. They're like actually spicy.
Right. Like there's the ghost pepper potato chip at Trader Joe's is really, really good.
Okay.
But you could eat the whole thing and be like, wow, that was really good. These, if I'm remembering right, I had to eat a couple and then be like, Aaron, take this bag away from me.
Okay.
Please. Because they're so salty and spicy and addictive, but they hurt in a good way. But I'm like sweating.
Okay.
I eat about 3 or 4.
All right.
And I wished I could find those, but I couldn't.
I just put them on my shopping list.
You got to try it.
Looks like they sell them at Target.
Oh, man.
What?
No, great. I just didn't go there.
Oh, man. Great.
I guess. All right, kids, let's go to Target.
Okay. I want to hear your third.
Okay. My third is, dude, number one with a bullet, chips.
Wow.
And it's just chips and salsa, dude.
Okay, a tortilla chip with salsa.
Tortilla chip and salsa.
Okay.
Preferably from a Mexican restaurant where they just made them.
So that's interesting.
A big hot bowl.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I think Doritos obviously is a take on the tortilla chip, right?
Yes.
That's why it's the shape. It's made out of flour. Now do you like a corn chip or like a
corn? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I would say the Dorito is like the mass market version.
Yeah.
Of what you're talking about. But I mean, there's Tostitos, and do you have a brand you like?
Yeah, we usually get
that one in the paper bag, Mission.
Yeah, we get Mission sometimes.
Okay.
But we just have these couple of Mexican restaurants that are kind of family owned. I mean, we don't live in Flagstaff. You guys probably have like amazing food out there. But there's a couple of family owned restaurants here that are, that we get our chips and queso, chips and guac, chips and salsa. They make the salsa, they make all the stuff, and they take corn tortillas and fry them up right there.
Yep.
Add the salt, and that's just, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now, I don't think I ever had a chip like you're describing until I moved to the Southwest.
Okay.
I think I just didn't understand. Like when you get like nachos at a movie theater.
Right.
Or nachos even like at a Chili's.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Those tortilla chips are obviously mass produced, thick as frick.
Yeah, they're freaking thick.
The ones you're talking about, if I'm understanding you right, are thin, right?
Yeah,
Deep
like
fried,
in the grocery store, you could like you'll usually say like restaurant style,
restaurant style. That's it. Yep.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Tostitos does a good job.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not the same. It's not the same as if they just fried them up and salted them.
You're
And
talking
you're
about
dipping
at
them
the
in the homemade.
restaurant.
Yeah,
They're hot.
yeah. Just
Um,
bowls of them walking. They're walking around. You want more chips?
Yep.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And
you've got like
sometimes you'll get them loaded, right? Like,
yeah,
so yeah, I see that. I did for
salted
some
rim
reason,
margarita.
dude, this was just not on my mind.
Mm,
Maybe it was because I was in the aisle
yeah.
and I was like, what are what are the most mass produced things
Yeah.
I
No,
can
but
get my hands on?
like
You're
I feel
right.
like
It's way better.
Laredo's in Madison is where we used to go
Mm,
in high school and college.
okay.
They make a mean chicken quesadilla,
Mm,
and I think they do the chips like this. They do the
okay.
guac right there. This kind of salsa that's kind of thin. It's really pretty simple.
For me,
I love it.
for some reason, I never understood Mexican food until I moved here.
Mm.
I'm sure there are restaurants. Like when you say Laredo's, I can't remember that.
Okay,
I
that was
probably
just
never
in our
went.
rotation.
Yeah,
That was our family rotation.
right. I went to Taco Bell, speaking of,
Uh-huh.
for my
Yummy.
Mexican food. And then I was like, ooh, what is this exotic new food? Chipotle. So those are my Qdoba. Those are my like real
Right.
authentic Mexican restaurants. And
Right.
then when I moved here, I was like, because it's like you can't get away from it, right? And it's
Sure, yeah.
and then I was like, oh,
Mm,
I get it. And so
yeah.
even what you're talking about, chips and salsa, is not what I thought chips and salsa were.
Yeah, we thought it was like chunky, you know, Tostitos brand in a
Thick.
glass jar, thick.
Speaking of thick, but
Yeah.
for some reason it's thick and watery at the same time. I don't know how they manage that, but it is.
Yeah. I do
Um,
think there's a brand that we were liking for a while. Rick Bayless is the chef.
okay, and it's like from a jar.
Yeah, that I remember we really liked. There was a Chipotle kind that was really good. He has a restaurant at O'Hare Airport.
Okay,
I mean,
as
I
these
think he
guys
has
tend to do. Yeah,
a restaurant.
our
like a-
salsa mostly we don't make a lot of homemade salsa, but
we don't really either.
we always get it from the refrigerated section.
Yeah.
Cool, huh?
No. Dude, that's because salsa, like, it's one of the best foods.
Yeah.
It's super healthy. It's fresh.
Mm-hmm.
It flavors like, you know, we make taco salads all the time,
Right.
and you just a bed of lettuce, squeeze
Mhm.
lime over it. You've got some nice seasoned either ground chicken, turkey, or beef,
Yep.
and then some salsa.
0 cal.
Yeah, it's like negative calories
Yeah.
practically, and you can eat the biggest bowl. Add a little sour cream, some
Mhm.
Chipotle sauce. I am so hungry now.
Gonna have to start stuffing these chips in.
Yep.
Yeah, I think a couple people said like Tostito, this kind of thing that you're talking about. Just kind of like tortilla chips at the restaurant. For some reason it just went right over my head. I didn't even think about that when I was thinking about
Dude, that's
these
why
things.
this is fun.
I know, totally fun. And so let me reveal my last one. Ooh, it's a different form,
Mm-hmm.
different packaging.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, dang, dude. Okay.
Once you pop, you can't stop. It's a Pringle.
Yup.
Now,
Yeah.
and I picked my favorite flavor, which is the sour cream and onion.
Yum.
Different than any other chip you're going to find out there. And then, especially if you live in high elevation, I don't know if you can see that.
Wow. It's puffed up.
So this is what happens when you bring a chip or a yogurt up the mountain. It expands, and so when you do pop it, I wonder if it'll make a good noise.
Oh yeah. Nice.
I don't know if you heard it.
I didn't hear it. Did it
It's
make
probably
it?
something Zoom tells you not to do because it is so loud when you pop Pringles here.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that on the recording.
And it's very true what they say about not being able to stop once you do that.
Once you pop, you can't stop. So
They're
I had
so
those.
thin.
Yep, I had those listed as like chips that I liked when I was a kid. Sorry, but I liked Bugles, Pringles, Oots.
I didn't even think about Bugles. Put them on your fingies.
Yeah, dude. Totally pretend you're like the Wicked
A
Witch of the West or whatever.
Yep. Every kid does it the same thing.
Pretty.
It's not a nurture thing about Bugles. It's a nature thing. Every kid with a bag of Bugles, even if they're from the moon, would put them on each finger and pretend they're a witch.
Yep. I love it, dude.
I just love a Pringle. I love
the
favorite? Bin.
I know, it could be tennis balls, could be potato chips, same thing.
Yep. You never know until you look close. Sour cream and onion I like barbecue, I like plain. I like pizza.
Oh yeah.
Ever had a pizza flavored?
The pizza, I always get the what are those combos? Pizza combos, dude.
No. I would say combos, not a chip.
Not a chip. That's why we didn't say it, but had to throw it in. Actually, let me put that because I have a whole list of snack foods that are salty and not chips.
Okay, that'll be the fourth. The other thing about a Dorito is we could do a whole episode on Dorito flavors. Same with, we talked about this with Oreos before.
Yep.
And we should do one with La Croix at some point.
Oh yeah. Let me say that chips, queso, guac, if you dip, what we do is we dip the chip in the queso and then the guac. That's, I mean, it's just like next level. What Aaron has started
dip
doing,
that, or will you put it on top of the chip and then eat it, like with it all like stacked on top?
Sometimes when we do our chips and guac and salsa and queso experience, there's just little dots of queso all over the table. And you dip in because you have to do the queso first, then the guac, otherwise the queso will turn green. But just get some queso on that chip, then sneak over to the guac bowl, get some of that. Or if we're being really civilized, we'll get little ramekins and have 3 each.
Just spread the wealth.
I know. I like the family style, almost like it's queso, like it's like fondue.
Yep. I know it.
Like just go for it.
I'm texting you a recipe right now.
Yes.
That we love.
But what I was gonna say, when Erin was having all of her dental work, she couldn't have chips for like a year.
Oh no.
And
that's terrible.
This will sound weird because I don't know why this is much better or easier to chew, but she started eating, when we did chips, salsa, guac, she did it with
bread
and queso. No, it was celery.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And dude, celery and queso. So that's the hidden secret, is whenever we figured this out. Now, whenever we have chips, queso, guac, we also have celery, and celery with queso is super good.
I gotta try it out.
It's so
perfect
good.
What if celery wins this?
Yeah.
Perfect chip celery.
And you feel a little less guilty.
A little bit. Yeah, no deep fried there. Just look at this. Just glance at your phone and see the recipe I just sent you. It's for Southwest chicken nachos.
Holy
in a skillet.
smokes.
Have you ever done this?
No.
So you get a skillet. Any nachos work great with this. You like layer like lasagna.
Yummy.
You like put meat on the bottom, then a layer of chips, then meat, and all sorts of like delicious Southwest stuff. Olives, and we put green chilies on it, then more chips and more on the top, and then and then you drizzle with sour cream at the very end, and you're just all digging in, like you just said, family style, and it's all kind of baked onto it.
Yeah.
It's so very good. If you guys ever come out here, I'll make this for you.
Please. Oh man, this looks so. I'm just like oogling at it. You know, this man, you just made me super happy and sad. So it's like, just what would it be like if we could just swing over and just have a recipe, like just a fun recipe?
We're done recording.
Man.
We say, actually, let's do that right now. One of us comes over.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be your top?
What?
The tortilla chip. Do you think
Chip,
that's your
salsa,
top?
guac, queso.
Okay.
That's. I mean, that is it. We started that ritual during COVID, during quarantine. The same, either Los Bravos or Monterey.
Yep.
Or Nuevo Laredo, and it's our. It always brings us. It's kind of Sabbathy.
Yep.
It's communal.
Mm-hmm.
It's celebratory. It's fun. I love it. That's my number one with a bullet.
Okay. I think what we could say is tortilla chip is the perfect chip.
Okay.
But I'm leaning toward the mass-produced, eat it on the couch by yourself version, which is the Dorito.
Yep. I think just like you said, what was our favorite? Yeah, our favorite cracker was Triscuit.
Yep.
Our favorite chip is Dorito.
Yep. If we're gonna stick in the Triscuit kind of theme, I think that it would be, thinking back on this 10 years from now, we will probably remember that we said Triscuit and Dorito as cracker chip.
And peanut butter cup.
Yes, as perfect candy. I mean, we are developing quite a murderer's row.
Yeah.
It's like the Mount Snackmore. There's a Triscuit, a Reese's cup, and a Dorito.
And then our cereal was Reese's Puffs.
Well, we didn't agree on a cereal.
Right. So we said Jack and Noah's favorite Reese's Puffs.
But
you said Honey Bunches of Oats.
Honey Bunches of Oats was my top. I can't. Alex's was, of course, Crispix.
Oh yeah, Crispix.
I don't think your favorite was Grape Nuts, but it was in the running.
Yeah. And then my favorite coconut one, Crackle and Oat Bran, which destroys your mouth.
I think that was your top. I think Crackle and Oat Bran was your top.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, maybe that was it.
I think it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I think
maybe
you're right.
Churros.
Oh, but
Cinnamon
that certainly
rolls,
wasn't
though.
on the market when we were doing that at.
Right.
All right. I think the fourth of this, which is cookie, will be the completion of our Mount Snackmore.
I love it. Yeah. And then we have to have somebody design the Mount Snackmore with the 4 snacks on it.
Get on it, nation. If you know how to do, all I know is PowerPoint. So that's
what
not
about
gonna work.
AI, dude?
I should type this into ChatGPT.
Just put it into ChatGPT. Make Mount Rushmore out of snacks.
Okay, it's a good idea. We should do that. I don't have. We have to be done. Hard out.
Yep.
Congratulations, Tortilla. Congratulations, Doritos.
I'm gonna have another one right now.
We did it. All right.
Wow.
Well, thanks everybody for listening. Great app.
Super fun, man. And I'm gonna keep eating these. These are actually pretty spicy.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh.
Great.
All right, let's stop that. 1, 2, 3. Stop. Great job, dude.
All right.
Super fun.
I need that one. So
yeah, I'm gonna
share
send you
that
that
one
right
with
now.
me.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, hold on. Yeah. Let me send that to you right now. I'm gonna bounce that. And then you send me Batman, and if you could get the audio, that'd be amazing.
Okay, I'll work on that.
All
right. Everything's set for the weekend. Everything's uploaded and ready to drop. So
unreal, dude.
Sweet.
All right. We got to talk about other stuff, but that was so fun, dude.
Super fun. Just let me quickly, in 1 minute, tell you what I'm doing for because we didn't have enough EPs for the summer.
Wait, stop recording.
Bye,
Go
everybody.
if you want. I don't care.